Hello Year 4, it's Mrs Dunn here with your daily maths lesson. It's the 26th of January. Hope you enjoyed the snow yesterday and you enjoyed having a go at the questions on maths.co.uk. Any issues, remember, please drop me an email and we can sort those out. So to warm our brains up this morning, we're going to have a look at some 6 times table questions. We're going to use daily 10. The same game that we used yesterday, so you'll need a pencil and paper ready. If you need to pause the video to go and get those, then do that now please. Okay, so we're going to daily 10, we're on level 4, multiplication, and we're looking at the 6 times table. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to answer each question. Remember, the time will start as soon as I click on 15 seconds. We'll have a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and that first question will appear. First question, 9 times 6. Question 2, 12 times 6. Question 3, 2 times 6. Question 4, 6 times 6. Question 5, 10 times 6. Question 6, 3 times 6. Question 7, 4 times 6. Question 8, 7 times 6. Question 9, 8 times 6. And finally, question 10, 11 times 6. Okay, so on the screen now, I'm going to reveal the answers. You can have a look how well you did. Give yourself a tick for each correct answer. Remember, if you need to practice this game again, you can log on to Top Marks Daily 10 and select the 6 times table, and also you can use that multiplication grid from last lesson if you need to. So I'm going to reveal all of the answers now, mark each one, and then we'll move on to today's learning. Okay, I'm going to move on now. If you need some more time to mark your answers, you can pause the video now. Okay, so in our learning yesterday, we were learning how to add 4-digit numbers using column addition. Today, we're going to use column subtraction, so the opposite of addition, to subtract 4-digit numbers. We're going to use some key vocabulary and some of them are listed here, some of those words. We've got subtract, take away, left, digit, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and exchange. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and write today's short date and underline it, and today's learning objective. I can subtract 4-digit numbers using column subtraction. Pause the video and then come back to me when you've written those down. Okay, so when we are using column subtraction, there are certain rules that we have to follow, certain keys to success. They are very similar to when we are adding. So we need to line our digits up in columns. It's really important that the larger number, the greater number in the calculation goes first. We always put the larger number first when we're subtracting. When we're adding, we can do it in any order. Just like with addition, we're going to start with the ones column, then move on to the tens, then the hundreds, and finally the thousands. If the number you are subtracting in a column, so if you were looking at your ones column, and the number you're taking away is larger and you can't do it, then we have to exchange from the next column. We have done this before, but with 3-digit numbers, so I'm going to go through and show you how to do this practically first. So remember, if you need this place value grid, there is one uploaded into the Teams area. And if you want to use some bricks at home, some Lego, or maybe make some counters, then you can do that. You could always print the grid and draw some on for yourself as well. Just draw the counters on. So to start with, I'm going to subtract 1,231 from 2,333. So I'm going to make my 2,336 to start with. So here are my 2,000s, and I've got 300s, I've got 6 tens, and I've got 3 ones. So I've started with my larger number. And now I'm going to take 1,231 away from that number. So I'm going to take, first of all, I'm going to take a 1. I'm going to take 3 tens. Then I'm going to my hundreds column, and I'm going to take 2 of my hundreds away, and then 1,000. And we can see that we are left with this number. I'm just moving the counters to make it clearer for you. So I am left with 1,132. Okay, let's have a look at another question. Okay, so this time I've got 2,452, and I'm going to take away 1,217. So here's my 2,000. Oh, wrong one. Here's my 2,000, my 400s, my 5 tens, and my 7 ones. My 2 ones, sorry. Getting myself all mixed up. So 2,452. And we've got to subtract 1217. So I've got to start with my ones column. So I'm going to try and take 7 ones from here. Now I can't do that because I've only got 2 of them. So what I have to do is I have to exchange one of these 10s and bring it into my ones column. So now I'm left with 4 10s here, and I've now got 12 ones. So I can do 12 take away 7, which would leave me with 5. This was a 5, but now it's a 4, and I'm subtracting 1 from it, which leaves me with 3. I've got 4 thousands and I'm 400s, and I'm taking 2 away, which leaves me with 200s. And then I've got 2000s and I'm taking 1 away, which leaves me with 1000. And the answer to the calculation is 1235. Okay, let's have another look at one of these. But this time we'll present it just in columns. So we're going to use the place value grid to make sure that we're lining up our digits in columns. So the greatest number out of these two is 3361. And we're taking away 1218. Okay, so we're going to start with the left-hand column first. I can't do 1 take away 8, so I have to exchange a 10 from the tens column, leaving 5 10s, and give it to my ones column. That now is 11 take away 8, which equals 3. 5 take away 1 is 4, and 3 take away 2 is 1, and 3 take away 1 is 2. So the answer to my calculation is 2143. Let's look at a different one. So this time I've just got the calculation. So I'm going to make sure I line my numbers up, my digits in columns. So I'm going to do 3964, and I'm subtracting 2652. Going to use a nice straight line for my equals bar, and looking at my keys to success, I have lined up the digits in columns with the larger number first. Now I'm going to subtract the ones. 4 take away 2 equals 2. 6 take away 5 equals 1. 9 take away 6 equals 3. Remember my comma. 3 take away 2 is 1. So the answer to this calculation is 1312. Let's have a look at another one. So this time we've got 4935 take away 2527. So the greater number is the 4935, and I'm subtracting 2527. Draw my equals bar. So where do I need to start? That's right, I need to start over with my ones column. 5 take away 7. Oh, I can't do that. If I've only got 5 sweeties, I can't eat 7 of them. So I'm going to exchange from my tens column. So I cross out, do it in a different colour to show you. Cross out my tens, which leaves me with 2. And I bring that 10 over here, which now means I'm doing 15 take away 7, which I can do. I know that the answer to that is 8. Okay, so now it's a new calculation here. It's 2 take away 2, which leaves me with 0. 9 take away 5, which is 4. And then finally my thousands, 4 take away 2, which is 2. So the answer to this calculation is 2,408. Okay, let's have a look at today's learning. What you're going to do today is to log on to maths.co.uk. There are some questions there for you. There are 2 tests set today. One are just some fluency questions, and the other one are some problem solving questions. So there's 2 separate tests to complete. Please start with the fluency ones and then move on to the problem solving. There's a scaffold uploaded into Teams with some answers as well, and there's also a place value grid if you need it. Stretch questions are set on maths.co.uk, and I've labelled those as stretch questions for the 26th of January. So you should be able to find those quite easily. Everybody can have a go at the questions on maths.co.uk. They're set for everybody, and also at the stretch questions. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and complete those questions for me, and then pop back to me so we can have a look at some reasoning together. Remember, there is a link in Teams if you need it to get onto maths.co.uk. Any issues with logging on, then just email and I will help you if I can. See you in a moment, Year 4. Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to have a go at your maths.co.uk questions for today, or you've had a go at the scaffold. There is a question on the board, and I just don't think it's right. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and work out what I've done wrong. I've made some big errors in this question, and I'd like you to work out what they are. Pause the video, work out what I've done wrong, and then come back to me to see if I can work it out myself. Okay, so I haven't exchanged. Hopefully you spotted that I've just switched my numbers around. So I haven't noticed that I can't take 8 away from 3. I've just switched them around. And the same here. If I've only got 4 sweeties, I can't eat 7 of them. So I needed to exchange from my other columns. It was a tricky question, but I wanted you to be able to spot the exchange. I've worked out the correct answer here as well. There were a number of exchanges in this question, and that's shown there on the board. Well done if you got that right. I must look at my keys to success better. Okay, so today we were subtracting 4-digit numbers. Hopefully those keys to success have helped you and you are pleased with your work on maths.co.uk or your scaffold after you've looked at your answers. Tomorrow we're going to be estimating our answers using rounding. This is not a new skill. We did use this last term, but not for 4-digit numbers. So all our fantastic learning that we did last week on rounding is going to be really useful for tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Year 4. Bye.